In this video, I'm going to walk you through packages with HoneyBook. This is the best way to set up all the different services and products that you offer, and you can package them in different ways. So let's go ahead and dive in. Now, HoneyBook can do a lot of things, and I think some of the more complicated things are easy to get distracted by, but I love HoneyBook for very simple things like keeping everything in one place, having easy questionnaires and forms that my clients can fill out, and just making my business look like a more professional and larger business. Like it's not just me kind of behind the scenes running things. And one thing that it does really well is just help me get paid. So I love the payment processing, and I love creating invoices over here in HoneyBook. It's one of my favorite features with them. So if you go into your sidebar and we click templates, we will find packages. Packages can be really anything. I would say break it down to the level of anything that your clients might add or subtract from an invoice. So this can be as small as something like a wax seal upgrade. I'm a wedding invitation designer, or a silk ribbon, or just an upgrade to handmade paper. But it also can be a little bit larger, like this 3-piece suite package actually has several different options within it. So we have our design fee, which is what they pay to work with me. We have our production costs. We can add things like calligraphy, address, shipping, envelope liners, etc. So let's go through how to set something like this up. So in your packages section, you can either duplicate other ones or you can create a new one. Create a new package. And then you'll just title it whatever you want it to be. I'll create a simple one to start with envelope liners. So envelope liners, we can put a description here. So I can say A7 envelope liners attached to your envelopes in a custom design. If you have a quantity that a lot of people use often, if it's more than one, then I would recommend setting up your package to something that's really common. You can always change it when you're adding it to a specific invoice. But for instance, with wedding invitations, we often are like 100, 125, 150. So I set up all my packages with quantity of 100. And these are $1.75 each. So the total is $175. Now you can add this button if you need to charge tax, and you can do that by line item. So if you have some services and some products together, you don't have to add the tax on all of them. You can just add the tax where you need to. Now this one has a second on it. I'm just gonna delete that for now and just keep this one. This is our envelope liners. So this is just one small package that people could potentially buy a la carte or add to something else. Now, what if we wanted to create something bigger? For instance, if we wanted to do a full invitation suite, and this will be kind of that package that I offer basically everyone that reaches out from my contact form. So this will be your classic invitation suite, and then you can add and subtract things like a silk ribbon or wax seal that are not automatically on there. So new service, let's put custom design. Here's where I would put a whole paragraph about why custom design is truly the roadmap and it's amazing. And the quantity, we're gonna have one of those on this package, and let's say it's currently around $1,500. Now I can actually add an image, which is really fun. I might just add an image of me working because that's really the benefit of custom design is me. Now I'll add a new item. So that's invitation suite. And this, we want to be specific that it includes invitation, RSVP card, details card, and 2 matching envelopes. We might put something like this that shows exactly those pieces we've talked about. This one also does have an envelope liner. We'll just ignore it. And in this case, this package is typically going to be 100 of this. And let's just say the production for this is $10 each. So you can have different quantities of things within the same larger package, which I really love because I end up having to price things sometimes just one per suite and sometimes by a piece. So now we'll do our address printing, and we'll include guest, return, and RSVP address. This is a great place to put any caveats such as white ink printing is $1.50 upgrade per piece. Again, I love that you can put pictures on here. I think it's just so nice. Let's see if we have any pictures uploaded of envelope addressing, kind of. Let's see how this works. You can always add new pictures. You don't have to use the ones that are already in there. So we'll do 100 of those. at $3 each. And then the invitation suite is something we need tax on, and the address printing is also something we need tax on, but the design is not. And then we'll add our shipping, and we'll be sure to say like 2 to 3 days, not guaranteed. That's typically what we do. And I always add insurance. So $50. There we go, and let's just put this on. You don't have to add an image. I just think if you're doing it for one, it makes sense to do it for the rest of them, or else it's gonna be blank. Let's go out here and it's gonna automatically save. If we go back into our full invitation suite, we can then edit this, change it, add a new item, do whatever we need to do. You also, if you have similar packages, can just duplicate this. So you can go ahead and add in the things that are same about all the packages and then duplicate them. So now that you have your packages created, what can you do with them? So we go into create new, there's a few different options here. So if you're doing an invoice, then you can just add a package to an invoice, which is really simple and easy. So when you go to add a new service, you can click on packages, and then all the packages that you created are right here. You can start typing. So if I type in full, then I'll go into my packages, and I have full invitation suite, which is what we just created. So it shows all of those pieces, and the subtotal is $28.55. So we have all of those pieces here. We have our subtotal, we have our tax here. You can then add tax to the full invoice if you prefer to do it that way. And we have our total as well as our payment plan, and you can customize that as well. So if we go to make an invoice, then we can just update this to apply our template, and then anytime we use this invoice, it will have our full invitation suite on it. You can also then customize by adding a new service or something else under here if you want to add multiple things to the invoice. Now the invoice is typically for when you know what the clients want, but what if you want to give the clients an option to select between different packages? So that's where you want to go with something that's like a proposal or kind of services guide. So now when I add my full invitation suite on here, the client can select this option. I also can add a different row of service items. So this could be like a wax seal. Maybe they want a wax seal upgrade. And since we know that they want 100, we can click in and save the quantity as 100 over here. It's going to change it to 250 total. And then you can allow people to either select one. So if you have like 3 different packages, then the options are A, B, or C. You can select that. You can select multiple, or you can make this view only where they're not selecting anything, but they just have a guide to show them what the proposal options are. So selecting multiple is great for us because then they can select the full invitation suite. They have to select this, and then potentially they might add the wax seal, but they might not. And I could add 2 or 3 different upgrades for them that they might want. If you have anything where they could customize how many they want, you can click this option, which is clients can customize quantity, and then they can choose how many they want. Or you can say, okay, you have to have a wax seal on all of your invitations. That's how I'm going to do that here. But if you had, for instance, an add-on package for a digital file or something, you could say, oh, if you want digitals of 5 of your different photos, then you could select the quantity that you want to purchase there. Within each of these packages, you can also change the design. So you can change like the background color. You can do a lot of things with just like simple changes here to make it more rounded or square, depending on which fits better with your brand. You can change here what displays. So if you don't want the images to display, if you don't want the description to display, etc., all of that is going to be available there. So you can really customize this to match your branding. And then the larger services page, you can also change the design to be in columns. I would suggest this option if you have multiple options and they can only choose one, like your gold package or your silver package. You can also have 3 columns. You can change the column spacing and width, etc. Rows works really well for me because the stuff at the top is something that they have to book, and then the additions at the bottom are just upgrades that they may or may not want to book. Now, a cool thing that we've added here is we've actually added an invoice page to this document. So anything that they select is going to be added automatically to the invoice. So we saw creating an individual invoice before, but in this way we can send out options and let the client select what they want, and it will automatically create the invoice for them. We automatically have a payment plan attached, and that will update. So this is a 50%, 50%. This will update depending on which services they offer. And then after this, we even have the payment page where they can go ahead and make the payment, options, leave tip, etc. Something I love about HoneyBook is how you can customize how everything fits together. You can send over that services page, which shows an option of all the different packages. Then you can have it create an invoice, or you don't have to if you just want them to tell you what packages they want, and then you can create an invoice on the back end. You can also add this in with any of these other types of pages. So if you wanted to add the contract there as well, you could. If you wanted to go ahead and add the questionnaire, like, hey, you selected this package. Now you have to fill out the questions to tell me all the information I need to complete your project. You can even add a scheduler at the end so they can schedule a consult. So just all kinds of things can be added together so the client can really guide themselves through the entire process however you want it to be done. You don't want to make it too complicated, so I wouldn't make it like your entire process. I never even talk to the client because they do want some of that interaction. But you can put all these different pages together in a way that makes them able to complete all the like messy paperwork parts at the beginning. You can add the services and packages such that they can create some upgrades on their own. That might generate a little bit more revenue for you than if you're just sending them the final invoice for everything they've specifically asked for. So just to show you an example of how this could look, we have a proposal template here. We have our logo, we have colors customized, we have a really cool, welcome YouTube video, and then we have a couple of different services here where maybe they want a full service, but then they could also select to add on something else. On page 2, we have their details and pricing. So based on what they select, they'll be able to pay their invoice here. On page 3, we have a full-on contract for services that they can fill out. They can pay their deposit right here, and then fill out a questionnaire about what we're doing during our first meeting. And then we have another page saying next steps. So this is 6 pages that we put together where they can fill out so much information. They can tell us what services they want. They can read more about our company, and they can go ahead and fill in their questionnaire and tell us everything we need to fill out the job, as well as doing things like signing the contract and paying the deposit in the meantime without you having to do anything. And because of the HoneyBook template, this all happens without you having to do anything or lift a finger. You might need to just customize a couple things in here for them, make sure it looks good for them, and then send it over. And that's all you have to do to get all 6 of those steps completed. So packages are just one small piece of the big puzzle that makes up HoneyBook, but I think it's one of the first things that you should start with because these are things they need to go on your invoices, whether you're creating them or you're creating automations for them or you're creating template files and schedulers and all kinds of things that go together. So definitely when you first get started with HoneyBook, set up all of your package options, and maybe you can come up with a couple of ideas for little upgrades that people might want to add or ask you about a lot so you can actually bring in more revenue as well. That's the power of a system that does some of this work for you, so you don't have to actually be asking about it or remembering to do it. You can just put it in a services page and the client can add it if they want it. So let me know what questions you have about using HoneyBook. If you're new, you can get 30% off your first year using my code Lainey or the link in the description. And I do have a full setup class that will tell you where exactly to get started to make sure all of this stuff comes together in the end. So check that out here on YouTube under the How to Use HoneyBook playlist. Thanks everyone.